Aloha, family and friends. My name is Anthony Tebow, Inawakan, my spiritual name, Spirit Helper. I'm here to tell you I'm the creator of Xochipilli's dance, Agua de Florida, and the owner of Xochipilli's Apothecarium and Botanica. I started this spray from a vision that I had in Fort Myers during an ayahuasca ceremony. I was having a troubled time in the medicine in the morning, and I used a flicker fan. I touched my heart, and this giant flicker came down and lifted me to my feet, and it made me feel better. And when I did this, I have a ceremonial necklace that has Xochipilli on it. It turned jade green and projected Xochipilli in front of me as like a three and a half foot person dancing. He pulled me to my feet and had me dance with him. And every time he stepped on the ground, a different flower would come up. And when I would step on the same flower, I would get a smell. There were some of the flowers that I recognized, and I still, I remember because I put them in my spray. But one of them was the actual flower from the ayahuasca vine. So it took a little while to get everything together. But I sat with my eye. I called my friend down in the jungle who passed away a few years ago, Alan Shoemaker, and he told me that he's never seen the ayahuasca flower the whole 25 years that he's been down there. So I was already growing the ayahuasca vines, which I've been growing for 10 years now. So what I did was I was sitting with my aya. I smoked the tobacco, in the sacred kahiba, and sat with her and asked her to flower for me. And she guided me what she needed to make her flower. And I feed her with that around Thanksgiving. It contains, boa excrement and boa skin. And I ferment it in a 5-gallon bucket, and she gets that once a year from my boa. And that gives her the energy to flower for me. So getting those and putting all this stuff together, I was working with my mom, doing this. My mom loves the smell of flowers and stuff. So was working with my mom. My mom passed away right before COVID. So my mom continued to come to me in my visions and my dreams when I was working through this. So I was guided by the spirit, by her spirit through the spirit world to create this. And to this day, nobody enters my domicile, my house. Nobody enters here without being sprayed. I want everybody to come in with a clean, their aura clean, their energy clean, everything clean, like leaving that stuff outside. And one of the things that with Florida water, I was going through the mourning process with my mom passing away, and I wanted to create something that when I worked on it, I would think of her in a loving way. Instead of thinking of her passing away, I would think of her in a beautiful way, in a loving way. And I would hear her singing. And my mom used to like to sing a lot, and that's where I get my liking to sing is from my mother. So we would work on this through like the dream world, and finally when I perfected the scent, I wanted to get it out to as many different people so I can get into as many different ceremonies with my energy as I possibly could. I chant the whole entire time I'm making my Florida water. I sing constantly. My heart's open in a really beautiful space when I'm making this, because it's for the beauty way. All these ceremonies we do are beautiful, and I want to use this. And when we started doing ceremonies, the fellows that I was sitting with in ceremony, they were using that Murray and Landman's, and there was something about getting hit with the scent of that in ceremony. It just something didn't trigger with me that it was a good thing. And when I started doing the research, I realized that it's no different than any other perfume that you can buy in the store. There's all kinds of chemicals in it. When I found out that a couple of the chemicals were actually carcinogenic and on the list in California, that they couldn't make it and have it in California, these certain chemicals. So I'm thinking, why are people using this kind of stuff in ceremony? Why are they using a nasty, like a non-spiritual cologne that you can buy in aisle 2 in Walmart? It just didn't make any sense to me. So when I started making mine, it's organic, it's fresh. I make fresh batches, and we're at the spot now where I was sending out to facilitators leading ceremonies, so that the facilitators could offer the spray to their people that came to their ceremonies and they left, so they could take a little bit of the ceremony home with them. So making this and getting it out in small batches, over the last 5-6 years, it started, because from 2019 to now, 6 years, it's gotten to the spot where we're ready to take it to the next level. And I'm still making it in batches, smaller batches, but now I have helpers with Hector Gonzalez helping me. We can make more now, so get it out even to more people. So I'm going to leave you with that, and we'll continue these throughout the day.